Hi folks, Katie here. Friday night, and it is blowing a hoolie outside. And for those people that aren't Scottish, a hoolie is a very strong wind. We've got a little storm brewing up outside, and I'm scared because my AM5 is out there with my camera and my scope undercover, I might add, but I should have moved it and I didn't. Anyway, the reason I'm doing this little tutorial is today I posted up M16, the Eagle Nebula, and I got a lot of great comments on it. But on my X feed, Twitter, I'll still call it that, some people, one in particular, one gentleman in particular messaged me and said that he had been shooting M16 and he had like 3 or 4 hours of data and didn't get as much detail as I got, and I said I got an hour. I actually got, I think it was 72 minutes to be exact, but then I went back and deleted one of the images due to the low score that it had. But anyway, I'm going to show you this because I say there was some doubters, and I'm going to show you how I actually edited it as well. So this was my deep sky stacker. As you can see, it's 180 seconds, and this is, let's go to the H alpha one. If I highlight that, there's actually 10 images, only 10, and the same there, 10 images, and down here I had 4 and I deleted this one because of the very low score. I stacked them together, and then this is what I got. This is my H alpha, as you can see, O3 and S2. So as I said, just to prove to the doubters that it can actually be done. Now let me see. Right, so the first thing I did was, I'm just double checking that, yeah. I went in and I combined the images. Oops, jeez, my head's all over the place. And that's from this afternoon when I first did it, so it's still the same. So I am just going to, oops, wrong one, stitch them. Okay, so let me, right, cascade. Right, so I'm going to lower these because I don't need them. And as you can see here, folks, once it's combined, it's a lovely shade of green. So what I did was, I went into, now I've got these scripts and tabs, as you can see, and I use them quite a bit. And I went into the modified SCNR to take out as much green as it could, and it gives you that yellowy kind of blue, as you can see there. I then went up to auto background extract, subtraction, replace that. And that gets rid of all that purple and magenta. And this was the image I worked on. Now, next thing I did was I actually used the Star Exterminator, I originally had StarNet version 2, but I stupidly updated Pixinsight. Something I don't normally do. I usually leave it until all the little gremlins are all ironed out. But as I say, my head's not in a very normal place at present time. So I went and updated it and StarNet disappeared. And every time I go back to put it back in, it tells me it can't find it. But it is actually in that bin folder. But hey ho, so I decided to use Star Exterminator to take the stars out. But before I did that, I did a clone for Starless. Drag and drop. And we'll put the original image down there. I'll enlarge that. And then my Star Exterminator. Now this takes a bit of time, so I'll probably pause to let it do it, or you'll be sitting here and you'd probably be quicker watching paint dry on screen. And that gives me two images, one being starless and the other just the star mask. And as you can see, it does take a bit of time for it to do its thing, so I'll probably pause as soon as you see that it's starting and come back when it's completed. Jeez, oh, it's taking forever. Thank God it's the weekend and not a work night or a school night. And I can hear the wind brewing out there very, very loud. Okay. And there we go. But as I say, it will take a bit of time. So I'll pause here and come back. So here we are. It's just finished doing the star removal. So we'll get that out the way. And there's our stars. And I'm just going to put that down there for the time being. Now, as you can see, a lot of detail is in there. You can see it all there. So next thing I want to do is get more green out. So I'm going to do this again. Excuse me, folks. Something's irritating my eyes. And there we go. Green all gone. Right, next what I'm going to do is put on the red mask. I don't know if you can see the pictures on my TV screen. I've got my Amazon Astro album up and it's just all different photos from you know, targets that I've shot and when I've been out and about with my Scots Astro girls, Helena and Amber. From here it looks very bright, but it's not, believe me. Right, so we're going to put our mask on, and I don't want that annoying me, so I'm going to hide that, and the mask is still there, as you can see, folks. And next what I'm going to do is curves transformation and bring up a preview window, and we will go into our red tab, our channel, and look, but I'm only going to do little stretches at a time, because if you go too aggressive then it starts to get very grainy and very noisy, and I don't want that. So back in again. Okay, and one more. Okay, and let's see. Okay. If I do that, just slightly bring it up. And I'm just going to take this preview window away just to let you see what I mean. Okay, that's me zooming in quite a bit, but it's because I don't have a lot of data. You start to get that, but I'll take some of that out with the noise. Now I'm going to try just the hue and saturation here. Oh, how silly am I? No preview window up, folks. Now there you go, if you want to do it with the yellow. But you can actually put your yellow mask on, just to show you. But then again, you probably know all this. So let's do our yellow mask. Drag and drop. Actually, do you know what? I forgot to take the red mask off, so I'll do that just now. And now I will put the yellow one on. Rookie mistake there, guys. That's what I get for not concentrating. Right, so yellow mask, and I'm going to go into the red channel here. And as you can see, look, it brings that up, but it does make it rather noisy. So go sparingly. And I'm also going to go in here and just bring out a little bit more. Okay. I like playing with the channel colours. I like to see what I can get. And same with this one. There you go. Ever so gently. That's maybe just a wee bit too much. So, and I'll do that again. As I say, I'm just trying not to bring out too much green. So I'm happy with that. And we'll get rid of that mask. And I'm going to get rid of those windows because I don't want to be confused any more than I already am. So, next thing I am going to do is I'm going to do noise exterminator. And I'm going to take it down to 80. We'll drag and drop that, and it will help smooth the image out just a bit. As I say, hopefully we get a couple of decent clear nights soon so that I can add data to it. Unfortunately, my next door neighbour has a massive apple tree which has just grown and sprouted everywhere, and it blocks my view of the Eagle Nebula, so I can only get a short period of time on it before it goes into the tree, and that's me. So it's get the data as and when I can. And with the new AM5 mount that I have, I'm really enjoying that. It's so portable, it's easy for me to move about, and you know, the guiding is just second to none on it, so really pleased with that. So there are noise. Let's have a wee peek. Yeah, still some there, but it's taking a fair bit out. And let's see how this is going to look with just the saturation tweak. I don't want it to be too orangey, but we can play about, as you can see. And I'm happy with that. I'm just curious here. Oofed. No. No, 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 no. Right. So now that we've done that part of it, I'm going to go back in and do another background extraction, and that should get rid of most of the gradients that are there. It's actually taking out quite a bit, which is good. And that's looking pretty awesome as far as I'm concerned. You can still see a lot of the dust, and there is colour there. Now, as I say, I know everyone has their own way of doing things. This is just how I do it, depending on the target, of course. There's lots of things you can do, and I'll use different methods for different things. So let's take that down. And the stars. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of yellow in there. So what I am going to do is go into Curves Transformation, bring up a preview window of the stars and the saturation. I'm going to see if I can take them down a bit. Yeah. And it's not as bad, thankfully. Right, so next move I did was I put the stars together. And in order to do that, pixel math, and actually, you know what, starless plus starless stars. I'm hoping they get StarNet version 2 sorted. What am I doing? I'm talking too much. Apply that. There we go. So there's our starless image. Just reduce that and put that there. And here is our finished product with the stars. And last thing I actually did on this was star reduction. And here I changed it from number 3 to number 2, just to remove the stars moderately rather than taking them all out. And I'll apply that. And there we go. And I was pretty happy with it. And it's just to prove to the person that was messaging me, you know, he wasn't calling me a liar. He was just saying that he had spent a lot of time, you know, like 3 more hours of data than mine, and couldn't get that much detail. But there you go. And maybe I should have asked him if he was using a monocam or a one-shot colour. Mine's is mono, and maybe that makes well, it actually does make a difference if you're using mono, you know. So there we go, folks. I hope you've enjoyed that.